another edition of Late Videos. This is Thursday again, and I am filming this one. This is on this right here. It's the greenhouse school. It is the Chaucer. It is the school here I'm going to. Chaucer. So it is a private school here in the city of Timbuktu. All the grades are put together. Let's put a sign. Here you can see it's Third High Oak. So, I mean third oak, that's third grade. Kind of like split each generation into 2 or 3 parts, depending on how big it is. This one is in my grade. 2015 is in 2 parts. So as you can see, all the teachers are living here. It's after sports practice. But this right here is probably the marking point of the school. It is the what do you even call it? It's the courtyard. They play all their breaks here. I'm gonna quick run over to my classroom before I get kicked out here. So basically, school here is a lot different. You have one classroom and you stay in it all day long, which is definitely tough. And it's block scheduling, so your shortest class is gonna be 80 minutes. There we go. There's my classroom. I can get the whole room. There's my classroom. I'll talk more about the schedule later. I'm just gonna try to skip through this school here really quick and get out before I get kicked out. But like I said, each grade has 2 or 3 parts to it. They're oak and pine, and then I heard a third is poplar. I haven't seen it, but I guess that's for a grade that's really large. They're called generations. That's where they use it for grades. And get here. I can't leave out these doors because they're locked, which makes me sad. But this is the church. That's where they have mass for my grade. It's Friday. Some sports trophies over there. So all the classrooms are exactly the same. I'm not going to bother trying to go through them. Auditorium, not as big as what you see in public school, but pretty nice. Ciao, sir. Every week I make a video of something about Chile, and this week is school because it's after practice, and there's not little classmates yelling Chilean upset curse words. So that's why I'm doing it now. Here's my English teacher. This is my English teacher, Steve. It's definitely really cool. So yeah. Is there a time that they kick you out of the school because I'm trying to leave?
No, just you want to leave?
You have to go out that door, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Good luck, mate.
Thanks. Yeah, so English is the best class ever because it's English. That is one thing I will talk about right now as I'm walking out of the school. Their English class here is much more difficult than our Spanish class. They only talk in English all the time, and it's not even easy English. It's ridiculously hard words that I don't even know in Spanish yet. So their English is what I would consider close to fluent. They take some big standardized test. I'm assuming it's like the SAT next week. All in English, and it is impressive. Some of the words. Ciao. I don't even know. But I'm gonna cut the video here. I'll hop back in at a part where I'm gonna just talk about the classes individually. But that is everything. Ciao. And then the door I just walked through is the main entrance, like you would have in a public school or a private school for when you're leaving at an odd time. It isn't the beginning or end of class. I don't know if you can see that. I can't see it. It's really sunny. That is the front. And I'll cut into the schedule now. Okay guys, so sorry about the quality of that part of the video right there. I'm trying to make these videos the best quality I can with what I have here, and that certainly was not the best quality I could have made it. However, I didn't refilm that part, and I added the skip in the video on YouTube because that part really isn't the important part of the video. This is right here. That's, just basically the layout and a couple comments I had as I was walking around, so it wasn't just me walking around in silence. This right here actually is the important part. It is the schedule. This video is really about the structure of school, not actually the physical structure, like the building. So, I mean, if you skipped over me walking around the school, you didn't miss anything at all. Except the name is the Greenhouse School, so it is in an English-themed school. There's a lot of English words where there wouldn't be normally in a normal school. It is a really nice private school here in Timbuktu. Pretty small class size, 24, and I'm not sure about the other class in the grade, but you got around 50 kids in your grade, so it is much smaller than public school, and with that comes a lot of obvious differences. But here is the schedule, and that's what I want to get into right now. So I'm just gonna run down every day And if I get to a class that I haven't talked about yet, I'm just going to highlight some similarities and some differences. So the first class you see here, Monday, 8 a.m. This is an elective class here, so you can either take history, physics, or biology. I'm taking physics right now, so I know nothing about history or biology. It's physics. There's really no explanation there. It's just like it is in the U.S. After that, well, first I would like to talk about the fact that you have physics for 3 hours straight on a Monday morning in the same classroom. That is rough. Or for 2 hours, did I say 3? My bad. After that, you do have a break for 20 minutes. So they do put 3 breaks in throughout the day because you are stuck in the same classroom or 2 classrooms throughout the entire day based on where your elective is placed. So it is rough. There's no way of putting that lighter. It's a long day. It really is. So that's why they put the breaks. And the breaks, they play soccer. That's what they do. They play soccer because it's South America. After that, English class. It's about 1,000 times more fun than you would expect it to be if you speak English. But what I would like to mention, if you did not see it in the part that I put the skip in, is that their English class is extremely impressive. Their book it's words that like these are the words in English that when you're typing fast you skip over because you don't feel like thinking about how to spell them. Sometimes when you're reading a really big book and there's it's higher language and every once in a while you get to a word you don't know, you have to look it up. That's the kind of English class they're in right now. They read, what did they read? They read Sense and Sensibility the other week, and I'm certainly know that the Spanish class I went in, we weren't reading 200 plus page books in Spanish, but it was impressive. But yeah, that's their English class. They're gearing up for the SimSay. It's like a standardized test given by Cambridge. I'm not sure if passing that means you're fluent, but in my opinion, all these kids are close, if not fluent already in English. So we need to pick up our game back in the States with foreign languages. After that, another break, same thing. Linguaque. It's like language class, but in the U.S. we use that term really broadly to specify it would be there's really 2 parts: reading comprehension and like a history of literature. That's how I would describe what I've seen so far. I've only been here 3 months and only about 2 of them in school, so that could be just a small speck of what actually goes on in that class. I just need to say more. Lunch is lunch. So this is the second elective. You have Chemica, Linguaque, or Math. I take Math, so I don't know what Chemica or Linguaque would be, but this Math is trigonometry. It's trigonometry, yeah. I would say trigonometry into pre-calc is what it is. Yep. And then after that, you see this is the very last class of the day, starting at 3:20. That it is Mathematica Normal. That's everyone takes that math. That is what's before. It's algebra 2. It's algebra 2. Okay. Tuesday, Mathematica, same thing. Break. Music art. It's music and art. However, music is more like, I think music. It's like music theory. It's not like I don't know. I haven't. Well, it's been a long time since I took a music class in the States. I don't know. But yeah, it's like music theory. English, Historia. Oh, it's Historia. It's history. I don't understand how the curriculum works. Sometimes we talk about global history, and the next it's just about Chile. So I'm assuming what it is it's a Chilean history with global Tarians when they apply. Biology. It's biology. Right now we're on human anatomy, so I don't know if that's the entire class or just what I've seen here so far. Alright, so you got Morgan Linguaque. Kimika's awesome because it's exactly like the class I just took last year in the States. So, I mean, it's pretty easy to understand. Pretty much any of your science classes, you can like if you don't know any Spanish, you would at least know what's going on, because any word that ends in tin, like concentration, it's exactly the same except it's concentración. So I mean, it's a little difficult when you're hearing it, but when you're reading it, it's not too bad. Philosophy. Ooh, this one's a killer. Philosophy in Spanish. That's all I can say. That is a long 80 minutes for me. What else? Concorso a key. Yeah, we don't. That's just a long English class. I don't know what or that would be there. Oh, you know what that is? That's it's kind of like a mini homeroom, and they used to have vocab lessons there, but that stopped now. Education Physica, just like gym. But they do segregate dudes and girls. I don't know if your school does that. Mine did not. Back in Pennsylvania. Religion, because it is a private school, and they're a lot more religious here. They do have religion class, but right now it's not really on religion. It's more on I don't even know how to describe it. We're talking about the origins of violence, so it's a broader scale than just religion, from what I've seen here so far. But it is religion class on the schedule here. We then have no more. Yep, just repeats. So that is the school day. It goes from 8 a.m. till 4. It's a little longer than wait. Is that? Yeah, math. 8 hours. Yeah. It was 7. Yeah, it was 7 hours in the U.S. It's just a little longer, but yeah, the breaks thrown in there. Block scheduling. I don't know if your school does that. Mine did not. Well, kind of did, but it didn't really work. So. Those are the differences I see here. Anything that I didn't specifically mention is either exactly the same or close enough that I didn't feel like mentioning it. Didn't think it was important. Monday to Friday. Yep. I will be putting in a video a little later on like recreation that goes on in school, like what games they play and stuff. I'm waiting for some better video clips of that. However, what I would like to point out, if you don't know this already, it's a really, really cool fact here. Because Chile is in the southern hemisphere, seasons switch. So right now we're primavera, we're going into summer. And that is really awesome because school lets out in December. So I hope you're watching this. I hope you're in the States, and I hope you're going into winter and you have another bunch of months of school. I don't feel like doing the math in my head right now because it is almost time for summer. School is almost out here in Chile. Let me throw in here to the word of the day really quick. And the vocab words, one last thing I would like to say before I cut into the stupid parts and end the video here, is that next week will be a really light video because the week after that we'll be going to Tours de Pine. That's some huge, awesome natural wonder here in Chile, and that video is going to be really long. So this one, and it's about average. The one after this will be shorter because of that, gearing it for that one in 2 weeks from now. That's it. Alright, so this week's word of the week is ciao. Now, if you did watch the video of me walking around the school, if you didn't skip over that part, you definitely heard me say it because I said it a lot of times. And it's bye. It's bye. I guess if you're talking to someone really formal, or if they're trying to be ironic, they might say ciao actually in English. But it is pretty much the only way of saying bye here in Chile. I know in Spanish class I learned adios. Pero, but a key, it is ciao. So, I mean, there's no like, there's others like nos vemos, as, like we'll see each other later, hasta luego, until later, but ciao is definitely the most common. Now, unlike to and instead, where like one is formal, one is not, you can say this to everyone, or I mean, at least I said to everyone, that might be wrong, but that is ciao. And that is the word of the week this week. Sing it out, Yankee,